Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, The Lost Chevalier, and you're welcome back to Fabled Lands. I love this game. I love narrative games, so we are going to continue. We are going to continue for 15 minutes, maybe a little more, and we're gonna see what this world has in store for us. Okay, we were here. We have already explored all the city. We can go to the river mouth. Let's go there. You're traveling across flat lands. The river Grim splits into a delta here, spilling its waters into the sea. Long, sandy beaches stretch out to the sea. Ooh, a lot of things can happen. Let's see. 1. Bitten by a crab. Really? You're bitten by a crab. God damn it. Can I do another one? Make a move. Oh no, I need to move. River Grim. Or I could... Yeah, I need to keep going this way. Okay, got it. You are on the east bank of the River Grim, a great, powerful river which rushes past towards the sea. You can travel to Goldnir from here. Let me see what we have. 1. A water sprite... Sorry. A water sprite curses you. Lose a blessing. I don't have a blessing. A water sprite curses you. However, the curse does not hurt you as you have no blessings. I have to say I have been having the worst luck. Okay, we are now a little bigger. Go to west or to the devil's spear. Wait, wasn't this place where the god was being kept? I think it was. You are crossing the western wilderness, an expanse of wild, sparsely populated countryside. A few trappers and woodsmen make a living from the natural resources of the area. A tall spire of rock, a towering anomaly of geology, rises up into the clouds, dominating the horizon. A local hunter tells you that it is known as Devil's Peak and that the summit is infested with demons. Climb the peak. You are standing at the bottom of the Devil's Peak. It is a massive tower of black rock, like a stone tree trunk. Bare and branchless, climb it up into the sky. You cannot see the top, but it is shrouded in grey clouds. Thunder and lightning play about the clouded summit. The sides of the peak are almost sheer, but there are many hand and footprints. It can be climbed, but only if you have some climbing gear. I don't have it. Leave the area. Okay. So I was here. Now let's go to Road Tavern. Sounds good. Let's go there. You join the much-traveled road that connects Trefoile and Karanbaru. The traffic mostly consists of convoys of troops and supplies. Eventually, you come to the Weary Pilgrim Tavern, a way station between the cities. The tavern costs you 1 shot a day. Each day you spend here, you can recover a stamina point. Let us recover 1 stamina point because I lost 1. Buy drinks all rounds and glean some rumors. 3 shots. Let's do that. A trader from the far north tells a story about a great wizard, Targas the Magnificent, who was tricked by a shaman of the Horde of the Thousand Winds on the Great Steppes. He imprisoned Targas inside a giant ruby and proceeds to loot Targas' tower, but in his stupidity he opened the great wizard casket of imponderables and unleashed a terrible storm that swept across the steppes, scattering many of the tribes far and wide. The shaman was killed, of course, but as far as anyone knows, Targas is still trapped in the ruby, waiting patiently for release. Perhaps for another 100 years, who knows? One thing for certain, it won't be me trying to get him out. There is not much else to hear. Leave. Stinking river? Like stinky? Like doesn't smell good? I will go to Trefoil actually. Trefoil. It's a ruin. The main road between Marlock City, Trefoile, and Karanbaru is well maintained with regular guard troops. The Sokarans are nothing if not efficient. Give me something good. God damn it. Bad omen. Lose one blessing. I don't have a blessing. However, the bad omen does not hurt you as you don't have no medicines. Let's keep going. I would like to go to the Shudder Tor. This game is so awesome, I love it. You are on the cobbled road between Yellowport and Marlow City. It is well kept by a Sokaran military. I love how they call this Sokar, the old name, but this thing should call Marlow City. It is punished by law to carry Sokar. You spot a man up ahead, striving towards you. Suddenly, 5 or 6 bandits appear from the wayside to assault him. The lone figure executes a series of movements, almost faster than the eye can see, and you see his sword flashing in the sun. Moments later, the bandits are all lying dead or dying around him. You stop to compliment him on his swordsmanship. The man, a grizzled veteran of many campaigns, regards you with steady grey eyes and says, "I have learned much of the arts of the sword in my time, it is true." Impressed by his skill and demeanor, you venture to ask to teach you some of the arts. He looks at you up and down with a critical eye. Okay, let's try to get a good roll, please. God damn it. Failed combat roll. "You are not worthy," he says gruffly, and walks on without a backward glance. You sense it will not be wise to press him further. I can examine the runes. Or go down the beach. Let's examine the runes. You take a closer look at the runes. I did it. Successful magic roll. The runes are written in Old Shadar, an ancient language for thousands of years ago. You realize that the runes form a spell that will give you the power to breathe underwater for a few hours. Huh. Use the spell and swim to the sea. Gills grow out of your neck as soon as you have read the runes aloud. You make your way down a track to the beach and swim out to the sea. The gills work perfectly, and you find yourself swimming in the eerie silence of the submarine world. Suddenly, hideous forms loom out of the murk. They are rather like giant squids, but they carry spears in one of their many tentacles and wear rudimentary armor. Great black eyes shine with an impeccable alien intelligence. The vile-looking creatures shot towards you with a terrifying predatory speed. You have no choice but to fight them. How many are we talking about? Because I'm alone. Oh, damn it, there are 2. Look at the things. They look beautiful. Let me just kill them with a freaking lightning strike. Seaweed. Seaweed makes it difficult. Three turns. No, I think I'm okay. I will stay here. How much can they move? 2 per thing. Okay. Let me just throw yourself something of this. And stay there. Don't move. Good. They are completely frozen. Let me go up. Uh-oh. I can't move. I can use lightning strike though. How many more attacks do I need to kill you? Ow. Well, I'm gonna need to fight. Dead. One is down. Ow. Attack. Ow, ow again. I have a lightning strike. Yes! Victory, but they almost killed me. That was close. One of the creatures burst open in death, spilling a black inky cloud into the water. The sack in which this ink is kept falls free from its body. You can take the ink sack if you wish. You also find coral jewelry worth 50 shards. Ink sack alchemy. It slips through your fingers, leaving a slimy, pungent, and oddly warm inky residue. Wait, why are you touching this? Nothing else occurs during your foray into the deeps, so you return to land. You climb back up the path that leads to the cliff top, it must be, without incident. Make a move. I need to rest. There must be a tavern in Yellowport. Yeah, there is. Yellowport is the second largest city in Sokara. It is mainly a trading town and is known for its exotic goods from distant Ancon Kono, way to the south. The Stinking River brings rich deposits of sulfur. Oh, it says River of Sulfur. From the Lake of the Sea Dragon down to the town, where it is extracted and stored in large waterfront warehouses run by the Merchants Guild. From here, the mineral is exported all over Harkuna. Unfortunately, all the sulfur has its drawbacks. The stink is abominable, and much of the city has a yellow hue. The river is so full of sulfur that it's virtually useless as a source of food or of drinking water. However, the demand for sulfur, especially from the Sorcerers Guild, is great. Politically, much has changed in the past few years. The old and corrupt king of Socara, Corin VII, has been deposed and executed in a military coup. General Grievous Marlock and the army now control Socara. The old council of Yellowport has been indefinitely dissolved, and a provost Marshal Marlos Marlock, the general's brother, appointed as military governor of the town. To leave Yellowport by sea, buy or sell ships and cargo, go to the storehouse. No, I need to go to the tavern. The Goldust Tavern is a plush inn besides the city gates. The tavern costs you 1 shard a day, blah 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 blah. And I need 7 shards to rest to be fully healed. Good, and now we will buy shards, we will buy drinks for everyone. You fall into the conversation with Pilates, a kindly old scholar priest of Mulhern, the god of knowledge. Many years ago, the Book of the Seven Sages was stolen from us, he croaks. News suggests that the Scorpion men are in possession of it. I need a young adventurer like yourself to travel to Scorpion Bright and return the book to me. In return, I can show you how to improve the skill of your choice. I will accept. Very well then, says Pilate, visibly pleased. Meet me here once you obtain the artifact and I will reward you. With that, you leave his table. Interesting, we have a quest. I don't know exactly how good are we gonna be with that quest. Let's go to the market. There must be climbing gear here, right? Climbing gear, here it is. Oh, it cost me. It cost me 100, damn it. That's a lot. I don't have that much money. Can I sell you something though? No, I have a rope, a lantern. I can't sell you any of these. Yeah, I still don't know how to make money out of these places. Searching to buy. Oh, so they're searching to buy the freaking... Oh my god, these are super expensive. Interesting. Interesting. So the market was that. House stash. How much it cost me? 200 to buy a house. Which temples do you have? Maka, Elnir, Albert, and Arin. And Tirnai. What about Maka? The Temple of Maka, the terribly goddess of disease and famine, is a large underground chamber accessible via an ornate entrance in the middle of the Plaza of the Gods, where all the temples stand in Yellowport. Down below, the walls are bare earth, the ceiling is covered in the roots of grown plants, for Maka is also the goddess of the harvest, who must be kept happy, else disease and famine will strike the people, their crops and their livestock, bringing ruin to all. Oh my god. Okay, interesting. I could seek a blessing. How much it costs? 20 yards. If you are in Italy, it costs only 10 yards. You will obtain an immunity to disease and poison. The blessing works by allowing you to ignore any one occasion but you will normally suffer from disease or poison, for instance, the venomous bite of a snake. You can only have one immunity to disease and poison blessing at any one time. Once it is used up, you can return to any branch of the Temple of Maka to buy a new one. No, actually, no thank you. What other temples do we have? Elnir. Who's Elnir? The Temple of Elnir is an imposing edifice of grey stone inlaid with yellow marbling. Elnir is the god of the sky and the kingship. He is the ruler of the god. His dreams are the clouds before a storm, says that person. Okay. Says the passing priest. Nothing here then. Albert and Balmir, I think we have already gone. Tirnai. Who was Tirnai? The Temple of Tirnai, the god of war, is built in the shape of a spear with a long pillared nave and an altar at the far end. Two massive stone warriors guard its gate. Tyranny is depicted here as the insensitive spirit of war, a blood-drenched warrior with the head of a maddening jaguar. I love this lore. It's so... Provost Marshal. You wait several hours to be seen by one of the Provost Marshal ADs, a certain Captain Roycer. Conviction of your loyalty to Sukara. I think I can do this. No, I cannot. Fail the charisma roll. Nothing. You do not sound convincing at all, and Captain Royce dismisses you rudely. You have no other option other than leave. It's okay. So we have already explored all the areas. Trade Guild. The Merchant Guild of Yellowport is a large building of granite, plushly decorated inside to show off its wealth. Here you can bank your money to safekeeping. Oh, the money thing. Visit the Guildmaster. What do you need? Guildmaster Vernon of Yellowport is surprisingly eager to see you. He is a hugely fat and bejeweled merchant, and he tells you that a group of ratmen have made a base in the suburbs beneath the city. They come out at night to raid the warehouse and homes of the merchants of Yellowport. We're in an adventure like yourself to destroy their king, explains the Guildmaster. Without him, the ratmen wouldn't be able to organize a feast in a larder. We'll pay you 450 shards if you succeed. I will take up the task. Vernon tells you that the sewers can be entered via an old disused well in the Port Quarter. When you're ready to enter the sewers, they will be accessible when you explore the city. Okay, got it. You walk around the smelly streets of the sulphurous city. The market is large and busy. At the corners of Brimstone Plaza, gigantic braziers burn sweet-smelling incense in an attempt to overpower the rotten egg smell that permeates the whole city. There are many stalls and goods to choose from. Your adventuring instincts push you to explore some of the back streets. Explore the city by day. You can explore the Port Quarter, the Barborg area, the area around the palace. Let's go. A patrol of militiamen, mercenaries in the pay of the dictator General Grip Marlock, stop you in the street. They decide you will be arrested unless you pay 50 shards of taxes. Refuse to pay because you don't have the thing. Refuse to pay your taxes, huh? Says the leader. That's a crime for sure. They close in around you. You will have to think fast. Come on, give me a good number. God damn it. Fail charisma roll. Oh my god! You try to prove your loyalty to the new regime, but they don't believe a word of it. They beat you into unconsciousness and leave you lying in the gutter. They rob your 50 shards, but leave your possessions untouched. You come around with only 3 stamina points. Oh my freaking god. Fuck them! I'm going to need to rest just 3 days. Okay, I hate the government now. I hate it with a passion. I'm going to the riverbank, I'm going to find glory, and I'm going to freaking destroy this regime. You're following the course of the stinking river, and it certainly doesn't stink, laden with sulfur as it is. Catch a smolder fish. You decide to try out fishing in the particular waters, and to amaze you, catch a smothered fish. There is something fish about this catch. Must be the smell. God damn it, stupid guards. I hate them with a passion now. I hate the government. The stinking river has cut its way through the high ground here. On the edge of the chasm that overlooks the river lies the village of High Terrace. The locals are behaving very oddly. You watch the villagers lay out a fine feast on the village green. A pig is set roasting on a spit. Loaves of freshly baked bread are piled beside bowls of overflowing with fruits, butter, and cheese. Lastly, the richest merchants of the village bring coffers full of silver, which they set beside the table. To your amazement, instead of sitting down to dine, the villagers then scurry home and start closing the shutters on their windows. Let me guess, there is a dragon coming, or monsters, or perhaps something else. This is gonna be terrible, isn't it? What goes on here, you ask? Why do you behave so oddly? The villagers seem quite frightened of you, but one fellow has nerve enough to reply. This banquet is for the ghosts of 3 travelers who lost their way in a storm, fell into our mill pond and were drowned. When was this, you ask? 7 years since. They come every year on this night, and if we didn't placate them with big tools and treasure, they'd be a mess of trouble. How do you know that? Old Megan told us, he says. She knows much about such things. Stay out at night and watch for the ghosts. From the cover of the hedge, you wait until dusk. By now, all the villagers are safely indoors with their shutters tightly barred. As the sky is turning from velvet indigo to the star-lit blankness of night, you see 3 pale figures come looping across the green from the direction of the mill pond. They must be the goats. Seeing the banquet, they utter gleeful cries and start to devour what has been set out for them. Magic roll. I'm good with this. Why? Just tell me the reason. I will just... The moon begins to rise, making the ghosts seem to glow. They sit hunched over the feast like vultures, occasionally stirring their hands in the pile of silver coins and tinkering early. Start hitting and follow when they leave. Burdened by the heavy chest full of coins, the 3 figures have left deep footprints in the grass. Scouting roll. I'm not that bad at this. But for frick... The footprint cross a stream and there you lose them. After an hour of fruitless searching by moonlight, you are forced to give up and go back to the village. There you are admonishing for being reckless. What if the ghosts have taken you with them back to their graves, says one man grimly. The next day you are ready to resume your journey. Okay, interesting thing. We can go to Benefax. No, I need money. I have 0 money. Let's go to the Lake of the Sea Dragon. You are up the stinging river near the source, the Lake of the Sea Dragon. From here, the yellow water rushed down to the sea. The smell of the bubbling sulfur-laden water is abominable. The shores of the lake are swept by ochre waves, and the air smells foul. A sickly, pale green seaweed is the only vegetation that can survive in the sulfur waters of the lake. A small fishing village, Cadmium, has grown up on the shores of the lake. Yeah, market, what I'm gonna do, just nothing. The local village is very small, with very limited options to explore. Maybe you could try and talk to a fisherman, hire a boat and go fishing. I don't have money, how do I... You can hire a boat, 50 I don't have money. Talk to a fisherman. Fishing, you ask? Fishing, you ask? Surely nothing can live in this poisonous water. The fisherman showed you a bright yellow fish with grey stripes saying, only the smolder fish has adapted to sulfur. It feeds off the local seaweed. Mind you, the smoldery fish is totally inedible. Why hunt it then? Well, each fish is worth quite a bit to sorcerers and the like. We have a standing quota to fill each month for the magical college at Delmern. The sulfur-laden organs burn in a particular way, a very useful ingredient in certain magics, I am told. And where does all this sulfur come from? Scholars say that it is an underground volcanic vent. Others believe it's the breath of the sea dragon. Personally, I will drop a silver nugget into the waters once a month to appease the dragon, for his favorite metal is silver. Interesting. What do you sell in the market? Can I sell you this thing? Drop it here to sell. Yes! Oh my god, 55 shards. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my god, that was terrible. Silver nugget. Okay, we managed to sell the freaking fish. Thanks to the heavens. Okay, but this is all the time I have for today. This game is so good. This game is so freaking good. I love it. I love that I was beaten by the guards. I'm never coming back to those cities. And if I do, I'm going to come back with a vengeance. It's so cool. It's so cool. I love it. So, thank you very much everybody for watching. I hope you had a blast. I was the Lost Chevalier, signing out. Bye bye.